And it's this. Just because a woman gives you attention doesn't mean she values you. Let that sink in for a moment. Some women use attention like currency. They hand it out to keep you close, but never close enough to matter. And while you're thinking there's something real developing, she's just passing time, using you, entertaining herself. Some do it to feel validated. Others do it because they're bored. And some, sadly, never saw you as a man worth respecting in the first place. Today, we're diving into something raw, something most men ignore for too long. The 5 behaviors of a woman who doesn't truly value you. And by the time you finish watching, you'll never look at your past or current relationships the same again. Welcome to the channel where we tell men the truth most are too afraid to say. If you're tired of second-guessing your worth, tired of chasing respect from the wrong woman, you've come to the right place. And let's be clear, this isn't about hating women. This is about protecting your peace, reclaiming your standards, and recognizing your own value as a man. Let's jump into it. Behavior number 1, she gives you access but not respect. This one's subtle and dangerous. She lets you text her, call her, take her out. You might even sleep together, but somehow something feels off. She never truly listens. She challenges everything you say. She jokes about you in ways that cut a little too deep. And you start wondering, does she even respect me? Because here's the truth. Access is not the same as value. A woman can let you into her life while still seeing you as disposable. She might enjoy your presence, but only when it benefits her, when she's bored, when she's lonely, when she wants attention. But when a woman truly respects you, she listens with intention. She appreciates your effort. She checks her tone. She honors your time. Without respect, everything else, affection, intimacy, time, is just a performance. When she gives to maintain control, not connection. And the most painful part? She knows you're focused on the access, not noticing that your respect is slowly being stripped away. You're not her man. You're her emotional placeholder, her comfort zone. If she gives you access, but treats you like an option, it's time to walk away with your dignity intact. The behaviors number 2, she keeps you around, but out of reach. You've probably felt this before. She doesn't push you away, but she never really brings you in either. You're stuck in emotional limbo. She texts you just enough to keep your hope alive. She flirts, laughs, even shares personal things, but every time you get close, she pulls back. Why? Because she's getting everything she wants. Your attention, your care, your emotional energy, but without having to commit. You're the guy who's almost something. The guy who's there when she needs you, but never fully chosen. It's not confusion, it's strategy. She's feeding you crumbs to keep you chasing. And every time she pulls away, you chase harder. Try harder, give more. But here's the brutal truth. She's not afraid. She's not unsure. She's decided. She just won't say it. Because the moment she says she doesn't want you, she loses the benefits you keep giving. This isn't a romance. It's an emotional leash. And if you don't break free, you'll spend months, even years, being the almost guy, the one who gave everything and got nothing. No. Behavior number 3, she tests your limits just to watch you break. This one cuts deep, not just emotionally, but psychologically. There's a type of woman who doesn't challenge you to grow. She challenges you to crumble. She'll push your patience, question your manhood, mark your boundaries. Not because she's clueless, but because she's calculating. She wants to see how far she can go before you snap, not out of curiosity, but out of control. She'll disrespect you in subtle ways, maybe in front of friends. She'll invalidate your emotions. She'll joke about your dreams, and each time you stay silent. You convince yourself she's just moody or going through something. But here's the hard truth, she's observing. Every time you fold, every time you forgive disrespect without consequence, she learns she can get away with more. And the more she gets away with, the less she respects you. Then let this sink in. When a woman constantly tests your limits, it's because she either doesn't believe you'll enforce them, or she already knows you won't. This behavior turns you from a leader into a follower, from a grounded man into a reactive one. She's not interested in harmony. She's playing emotional tug-of-war, and watching you break becomes her form of validation. The solution isn't to fight harder for her approval. It's to stand firmer in your standards. Because once a woman learns she can violate your peace and still keep your presence, it's over. The behavior, number 4. She listens to you like your background noise. There's nothing more soul-crushing than opening your heart to someone and realizing they're not even really there. You're talking, explaining, sharing, and she's scrolling through her phone, or nodding absent-mindedly, or giving one-word replies that sound more like obligation than interest. You become background noise, static, an accessory to her day. And here's why this matters. When a woman values you, she listens, period. She's not distracted, she's dialed in. She doesn't just hear your words, she absorbs them. Because in her world, you matter. But when she starts treating your voice like filler noise, it's a clear sign that your emotional value has dropped in her mind. And most men, they try harder. They talk more. They explain deeper. They open up even wider, hoping that if they just say it the right way, she'll start caring again. But she won't, because once respect is gone, it's not your delivery she's ignoring, and it's you. You've become convenient, familiar, silent. And when your words no longer register, your presence becomes easy to take for granted. That's when the relationship dies, not with a fight, but with indifference. And nothing kills a man's spirit faster than being emotionally invisible. Behavior number 5. She wants boyfriend benefits without being yours. This one's dangerous because it feels almost like love. She calls you when she's down. She relies on you for comfort, help, advice, even emotional support. You're doing all the things a committed man would do, but without the commitment from her side. She says she's not ready for a relationship. She doesn't want labels. She's just enjoying the moment. But the moment you stop showing up, suddenly you're the bad guy, the unreliable one. Here's what's happening. She wants all the benefits of a relationship, your time, your energy, your emotional presence, without giving you the respects of one. You're not her man. You're her emotional safety net. She gets your consistency while giving you ambiguity. And because you care, you stay. But here's the bitter reality. The more you give without boundaries, the more she takes without guilt. Because you've trained her to expect everything for nothing. And no matter how patient you are, how loyal you remain, or how much you do, she has no reason to commit. You've already given her the reward without requiring the effort. If you don't define your worth, she never will. In a behavior, number 6, she publicly praises others, but never you. This one doesn't scream disrespect, it whispers it. You'll hear her hype up her friends. You'll see her comment fire emojis on another guy's story. You'll notice how she shares inspirational posts about men who do it right. But when it comes to you, silence. No public appreciation, no pride in being with you, no admiration. And at first you might brush it off. She's just private. She's not into social media, but deep down you feel it. That growing emptiness when she applauds the world, but never the man right next to her. Here's why it matters. Respect isn't just what she says to you, it's what she says about you. A woman who values you wants others to know she's proud of you. Not because of status, not because of show, but because you matter to her. So when she compliments other men in public, but never acknowledges your effort or presence, it cuts deeper than you think. You start questioning, am I doing enough? Am I boring to her? Why do I feel invisible around the woman who's supposed to see me most? The answer? Because you are being invisible. Not by accident, but by design. She's letting you pour into her privately, but refuses to honor you publicly. And that, my brother, is a red flag dressed in subtlety. Because if a woman can celebrate the world, but never acknowledge you, she doesn't value you. She values what you provide, while keeping you in the shadows. Behavior, number 7. She expects the world, but offers you nothing. This is where a lot of good men burn out. You give your time, your energy, your loyalty, your emotional strength, your money, Your presence. You show up fully every day thinking, if I just keep being consistent, she'll see my worth. But she doesn't, because she's not looking for someone to love. She's looking for someone to serve her. She expects you to be everything, a provider, a therapist, a protector, a cheerleader, a rock. But when it comes time to give something back, nothing. No peace, no accountability, no real emotional support. And worse, you're made to feel like you're the problem for wanting something in return. This isn't partnership, it's a transaction, and you're the only one paying. The truth is, if she expects you to meet high standards, she should be willing to meet them herself. Relationships should never feel like performance reviews. You shouldn't have to constantly prove your worth while she coasts on her presence alone. That's not love. That's labor. And it's exhausting. If she expects the world, but offers you crumbs, it's not because you're not enough. It's because she's never going to be. And no amount of giving will change that. Conclusion, reclaim your power. Here's the final truth, and it might hurt. And most women who don't value you won't leave you. They'll keep you around for attention, for comfort, for control. They won't scream, they won't fight. They'll just drain you slowly until one day you no longer recognize yourself. You'll still be showing up, still trying, still hoping. But deep down, you'll know you're not being loved. You're being used. And here's the controversial part. A woman who doesn't respect you secretly and wishes you'd leave. Because deep down, even she knows she's not giving you what you deserve. So this isn't just about spotting the signs. It's about finding your strength. You weren't born to chase, to beg, to settle. You were born to lead, to choose, to command respect without raising your voice. So ask yourself, which behavior hit you hardest? Which one mirrored a past you've been afraid to admit? Drop it in the comments. Your story matters, and you're not alone. This channel is for men who are tired of being overlooked, manipulated and disrespected, and ready to reclaim their peace.